Like, I don't feel like 63 is as old as I did a couple years ago. To me, 63 was just elderly. And maybe it is to most people. I mean, surely it's not young and it's not middle aged. It's older. I'm an older person, but I don't feel that way anymore. I feel energetic. I can go and I can do things, and things that I was dreading. Now I'm looking forward to it because I have the strength, I have the energy, I can do those things. So I'm excited. Hi, guys. Well, are you ready to hear how the weight loss experiment went? Where I decided that I was going to eat more in order to lose weight because my weight loss had completely stalled. And as it turned out, I was consuming a lot less than I thought I was. And I downloaded one of those fitness apps, and it showed me what I was eating, and it was surprisingly way less than what I thought. So I really believe that that was the reason that the weight loss stalled, because as soon as I upped my calories and my macros, eating more fat, the scales started moving again. I hadn't weighed myself since Monday when I got back from the festival. Hello. And I weighed myself this afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and I'm down 3.5 pounds. So I'm thinking that it was definitely because of not eating enough, and also not eating enough fat. Like a lot of you had said, I definitely needed to eat more fat, but I have such a difficult time with that because it's just for years and years we've been taught, you don't eat fat. Fat makes fat. So it was really hard for me to wrap my head around that idea. But I watched, I believe it was Kelly Hogan, and she kind of explained it, broke it down for me. And when we eat fat, especially women, we don't produce insulin or as much. It's very low. Whereas like if you eat sugary foods and carbs and stuff, you produce more insulin, and that makes it more difficult for you to lose weight. And I'm insulin resistant anyway. I have issues with that, so I already have a difficult time. So by eating more fat and just eating more in general, it changed things. And at first, I had reported that I was going to the bathroom more, I was peeing more, and that's from I was holding on to more water weight because I was producing more insulin, and insulin makes you hold on to water. And once I stopped, I don't know what my carbs were at, but they have to have been extremely low because I was not, the only thing that I was consuming that had any kind of carbohydrate in it was my coffee with whole whipping cream, but it was still less than, I think it was just a gram, one carb, maybe two, I'm not sure. But I was eating bacon because I hadn't been to the grocery store. I didn't even have. I was going to eat more steak and more hamburger and that kind of stuff, but I hadn't gone to the store since I got back from the festival, and I've been working, and I just didn't have time. So I just ate what I had on hand, and that was bacon. So it was kind of like I did a bacon fast, and definitely was eating a lot more fat. I was putting butter in my coffee. I was eating bacon for 3 meals, which I don't know how that, if that's good or bad, but I saw, some people actually ate bacon, just bacon for a month to lose weight, and they lost weight. But I don't know how healthy that is, but it worked. It got the scales moving again. I'm only halfway in. I said I was going to do this for a week, so I'll weigh myself again on Tuesday. We'll see where I'm at. And yeah, I think that was it. I think I needed more calories because I would venture to say 600 or 700 calories a day, because once I started putting in what I was eating into the fitness app, and I had upped my calories, at that point I was eating 870, and that was with me upping my calories. I ate more. So, I'm sure I was only eating 700, maybe 600 something, which that makes your body go into starvation mode, and you hold on to what little you are eating, and I was using more of the artificial sweeteners, which those are a no-no. And but I had given those up about a week or two ago. I stopped. I talked about that, and I realized that I think aspartame or sucralose, I'm not sure which one, is does cause a small spike in insulin, and it's just not good. So I cut that out. I switched to stevia, and I'm just eating bacon, butter, and some steak. That's it. And it's just so easy to do because, it's such a satiating diet. As you all know, if you're doing this, it's actually hard to eat the amount you need to eat. It really is. It's difficult. So, yeah, I'm working on that. I still am not eating as much as I think I probably should. And I'm going to, just see how this goes. If this works for me, then I'll stick to this. But if it slows down again, I'll try upping them a little bit more and seeing if that works. So, but I'm just happy to see it finally moved because, like I said, I've been going in, I'll go in spurts where it doesn't move for weeks. It's like, that's not why I'm doing this in the first place. Ow, ow, there's those claws. Um, I'm doing it because it's a healing diet. And I have healed from a variety of issues, as you all know. And I'm going to be going into my 11th week. So for 10 weeks now, I've been doing this, have not cheated except for that one swipe of frosting. I've been doing just wonderful on this. I've healed so many things. And now it's time to take it a step further. I want to work on getting rid of the excess weight because that's going to make me feel even better, even though I don't have any other ailments that I need to heal other than, the weight loss itself. That's what I need to work on at this point. But carnivore has gotten me to this point. I would not be here. I needed to heal those other issues before I could even focus on trying to lose weight. I was too sick. And when you're sick, you eat food to feel good, and that's where I was at. Well, now I don't need that. I feel good. I don't need to eat for energy or, like eat sugary foods in the afternoon when I'm tired and stuff. I don't need to do any of that. So I've healed all the problems that I wanted to heal. I've gotten rid of the inflammation, the pain. I've upped my energy. I'm sleeping better. I got rid of most of my anxiety. I still have mood swings, but not severe depression, nothing like I had about a year ago when I was really ill. And so that's good. I don't have to take iron pills anymore. I don't go in for my shots, and because that was a weekly thing I had to go in for. And yeah, I feel really good. My skin condition is better. Just, so many things. And I know that carnivore isn't necessarily a diet for weight loss, although that does happen. But most people that go on this go on it to heal from other ailments that they have and to help kick their sugar habit and carb habit, because no other diet can help you do it like carnivore that I know of, because I've done them all. And none of them have helped me like the carnivore diet has. So now I'm focusing on the weight loss at this point. So I will just continue doing carnivore. I might step it up and do, or I don't know if it's necessarily stepping it up, but I might start adding a few things back, because at the beginning you eliminate foods, everything except for the meat and the butter, and then as you've healed, then you can slowly add things back, test the water, so to speak, and see if it causes you any problems. Like, I might add in some vegetables and see if that particular vegetable causes me any inflammation or any other skin conditions, whatever. And if everything's fine, then the next week I'll try adding in something else, and as long as it doesn't affect my weight loss, because that's what I'm going to be working on at this point. I know a lot of people say don't use scales, and I do agree. I was a scale addict. I am a scale addict. I like to see where I'm at. I believe in that saying, what we measure, we manage. And that's how I got in this position in the first place, because I was too afraid to get on the scale for so many years, because I knew but I didn't want to see it. When you actually see it, you have to face it. So if I had stepped on the scale sooner, I wouldn't have gained as much weight as I did, you know. So now that I'm losing, I like to know where I'm at, because what if I've been, doing this and I got on the scale and saw that, I had gained like 10 pounds or something. That would be very upsetting. But I don't need to do that every day or every week even. I can feel it in my clothes. And so that's where a lot of people suggested just using a tape measure, which I think that's a great idea too, because, your body's weird. You could stay the same weight and yet lose inches. You could be losing fat and gaining muscle. So that's important to do that. I'm going to be doing that. And everybody's different. We're all different. Our bodies are different. So, what's going to work for me may not work for you. And yeah, I don't want anybody else to think that they need to up their calories if they're not losing weight. I don't know. I'm not a nutritionist, and I don't know if that would work for everybody. But just from my research, this is what I concluded, is that this is what I needed to do, and it is working for me right now. So we'll see. I have another 3.5 days to get through. Who knows? I could put it right back on. It could just be water weight for whatever reason. I don't know. So we'll find out. But I'm just so happy to see that it started going down, because like I would stay the same exactly to the ounce for a couple weeks. And I'm like, how can this be? Especially when I realized I was eating so little, because I'm walking, I'm exercising, I'm busy. And then to not be losing the weight that I think I should be, but I have to keep remembering I have PCOS, and it is more difficult for me. I don't understand how all that works, hormones and insulin and all that. And, I know things are different for men and women. So I just have to figure it out. I have to experiment until I figure out what's going to work for me. And right now it looks like this is it. So wish me luck. I'm going to keep doing this. And that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. So there's that. The second thing is today is my birthday. I'm 63, and I'm so glad to still be here, because just a couple years ago, I wasn't sure I would be. Last year, especially, I was, hospitalized. I had to have blood transfusions. They were giving me shots. I went on iron therapy, and I was really, really sick, really sick. And I didn't know how to get better. I tried, and the doctors didn't even really, they weren't very helpful. They put me on basically a Rice Krispie diet. They said that cereals were fortified with iron, and that's what I needed to do. So I did. I was eating cereal, sometimes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it didn't help. They put me on double iron therapy, and I was getting shots, weekly shots, and all that, and it helped a little bit. I was bringing my iron back up. My hemoglobin was a 6.2, and they brought it up to like 9, but I still wasn't feeling great. Far from it. I wasn't necessarily at death's door like I was prior, but I still was not feeling like I wanted to feel. And I was getting very depressed. I didn't know what to do. I was getting older, and I thought, this is it. I'm just on the downhill slide now. And my mom died when she was in her early 60s, so I thought that was just my future. I probably wasn't going to be around much longer. And so when I found Carnivore, sheerly by accident, I jumped in head first, and I don't regret it. It's just been life changing for me. And I can't even explain how good it feels to feel good when I felt so bad for so long. And the crushing fatigue that I had, and the all over aches and pains, and my knee injury that caused me to walk with the cane, and not sleeping, and the depression, and just so many things were happening, and I just associated it with getting old. This is what happens when you get old. There's really not a lot you could do. I could go on and get on a bunch of medications, but I really didn't want to do that. And I thought I ate healthy for the most part in my mind, because I wasn't eating lots of fried foods. I wasn't eating a lot of fast foods. I thought I was eating fairly well. We don't fry anything. Our meats, we grill things, and we eat a lot of vegetables. So I thought for the most part I was eating healthy, but I was still consuming a lot of carbs. in the way of fruits and vegetables and rice, that type of thing, and smoothies, high sugar, and a lot of oxalates. Oxalates is something totally new to me. I didn't understand what that was, but it was having a big effect on me because as soon as I quit them, because I was eating nuts and stuff and spinach, and as soon as I quit the oxalates, I felt a big difference. So I know that really impacted me as far as the inflammation. So that was a good thing to give up as well, and that's all due to doing carnivore. So I'm going to continue doing this, even if um, I don't lose weight as fast as I would like. As long as I see the scale going down, even a half a pound a week would have made me happy. It doesn't have to be like 5 pounds a week like some people. I'm watching channels where people are just losing weight, just tons. And I'm like, my God, how do they do that? I've been 10 weeks now, almost 11, and I had only lost 20, but this week I lost another 3.5. So I'm down 23.5 pounds, which I'm fine with. That's a fairly slow, but that's good, steady loss. I want to continue on doing that, but I just didn't like it when I would go for 2, 3 weeks with absolutely no change. That was kind of frustrating for me, but I'll just keep doing this, and I think the continued weight loss is going to make me feel even better, give me more energy, and I look forward to that. Now I don't feel like 63 is as old as I did a couple years ago. To me, 63 was just elderly, and maybe it is to most people. I mean, surely it's not young, and it's not middle aged. It's older. I'm an older person, but I don't feel that way anymore. I feel energetic. I can go and I can do things, and things that I was dreading. Now I'm looking forward to it because I have the strength, I have the energy, I can do those things. So I'm excited. I'm not upset at all about turning 63. I'm fortunate, compared to the alternative, right? I think I have at least a good 20 years, maybe more. I would like to think more, as long as I have a good quality life. I don't want to live longer if I'm frail and sick. Who wants that? I want to be healthy and strong and vital. And I think that I can be as long as I continue to eat correctly. Right now, I'm not on any medications, and I want to keep it that way. So, yeah, it's been a good birthday. I've talked with all my kids or seen them all, and everybody always spoils me, and my kids and grandkids are wonderful. I'm so blessed, so blessed. And it's been a really good day. And last night we all went out to dinner, and that was nice. And I got prime rib. It was so good, but it was huge. It was like 3 meals. So I brought it home, and I've been, snacking on that today. So I'll continue doing that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the heart giveaway. Thank you for those that were interested and entered. I picked 3 names. I just wrote them down. I think there wasn't that many of you that actually entered, so I made it kind of easy. But Sherry, she's been a doll. She's been very helpful. I really appreciate you, Sherry. Thank you so much for all your kind comments and encouragement. And Eric, PH Predator, he's been wonderful, a good friend. We've all kind of started around the same time, I think, and we just found each other. We're all pretty new to this, and he's been very helpful as well and very encouraging. And last but not least, Ann T, Anticipation. She's been with me from the very beginning. I think even before I did Carnivore, if I'm correct. And she's also been very encouraging. And I just feel like these people are friends. So I'm really happy that they got chosen. I will need your guys' home address. So you will have to email me at bahuladon@yahoo.com. That's my last name first and my first name last. It's BAHULA Dawn@yahoo.com. So yeah, if you can send me your addresses, I'm going to put those in the mail this next week. And I'm going to do it again. So if you didn't win this time, I will be doing it again. I have a ton of hearts. I make them all the time. I have a whole big box of them. And I'm looking forward to doing it again sometime. So anyway, thank you everyone for all your wonderful comments, your kind words, your encouragement. And George, my sponsor, I call him my sponsor. He's always been so helpful. I don't know what I would do without the carnivore community. I just, they're amazing. They're so good, so helpful, and everybody just wants everybody else to feel good. And that's what this is all about. We're trying to help other people feel as good as they can feel, and encouraging, and everybody's so full of information and just so helpful. And my newest friend, the healthy carnivore from the UK, she is such a doll. I love watching her videos. If you haven't watched her, go watch her. She's been doing this for 90 days. I think she said today was her 90-day celebration, and she's been very inspirational to me because I could totally relate to her. I was in the same position, or I am in the same position. Neither one of us are really losing weight. And at first it gets frustrating, but she keeps me going because I realize that's not what this is about. This isn't what I started it for. It's to heal. And I have healed. And now I'm going on the next step. Now I'm going to be working on the actual weight loss. So thank you. I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to report in, and hopefully in the next 3.5 days, I'll be able to say that I've lost another, even if it's just another pound. I'll know that I'm doing the right thing. I'm, on the right path. So I hope that's the case. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and thank you for all your kind words and your comments. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing and liking this video. It really helps me, I guess, with the algorithms. It gets my videos out there, because the more people that know about this is something we want to get out there. We want people to know that this is an option. This is the carnivore lifestyle. There's so many people that need it and don't even know about it. I didn't. I didn't even know this was what it was. I just thought it was another weird diet. I didn't realize how amazing it was and how helpful it was. So yeah, we've got to get that word out there. So anyway, thank you guys, and I will see you all in the next video.